Good morning, everyone. It's Ricky here at Klasen's Greenhouse, and this morning I'm going to be planting in these two nice large planters here in front of our store, and I'm just really excited to kind of spruce up the place. So let's get started. So my container is already pre-watered, and I'm going to be adding some Osmocote. This is just a slow release fertilizer here that we carry, and I'm going to sprinkle that into the soil. And I kind of just mix that in with my plants here before I get started. And you can kind of see the layout that I'm already going for. And with this video, I'm going to be going through each variety, kind of why I picked it, and my thought process behind creating this planter. And with these planters, I'm actually hoping to get 3 seasons out of them here in the spring/summer. And then I'm going to be redoing them in the fall with some beautiful fall mums and foliage. And then again in the winter around Christmas time. We had these planters custom made for us. They are huge and they are very, very heavy that I can't lift them by hand. We actually use the skid steer to kind of go through and move them for us. So yes, they are large and heavy, but we really like them and wanted something that is going to last us for years and years to come. And I just have 2 of them up here in front of this building here, but we do have 8 more that kind of line the walkway to our flower farm that I'll be planting hopefully this next week as well. All right, I've got my Osmocote all kind of mixed in here, and if you don't worry, there are instructions on the container about how much to use for the size of pot that you have if you pick up one of these. So first I'm going to be adding these dragon wing pink begonias. Here's what it looks like. I love these because they can do sun or shade, and I'm planting on the north side of our building here, but with how far away they are from the building, it's going to get sun most of the day. So a lot of the ones that I have picked out for these in the front here are good for sun, and the dragon wing pink is good for both. So I'm going to put 2 of them in, 1 on each side here. We also have the dragon wing in a red, so a dragon wing red. It's kind of more of a pale red than a true red, but it's another option. But I kind of went with some pinks and yellows for today's arrangement. All right, so I've got my 2 dragon wings in here. Next, I'm going to add a grass called the Little Prince Papyrus. It's a dwarf papyrus. This is one of my favorite ones to add. I just love the texture that it adds to containers. And I'm going to add this basically, I don't know, pretty close to the center, but a little bit further back, just the way I want this container to look. And between this and the dragon wing begonias is what I would consider the thrillers of this container. And I wanted to leave a little room in the back because I want to add 1 petunia in the back of here as well. Next, I'm going to be adding the Lanai Peach Verbena, which I think is just going to tie everything together. And I'm going to put it right here in front of the Little Prince Papyrus because this is going to trail and kind of crawl all over this arrangement and weave its way in between the plants. So I wanted to put it in the middle so it could kind of just do its thing and kind of go all over. I got it all dirty here now, but I wanted to kind of give you a close-up of this bloom, how it's kind of multicolored, kind of peachy, and I really like it. verbena is also very heat tolerant, which is a wonderful added bonus. So it's going to do really well in the heat of the summer. Okay. Now I'm just going to keep going in this line. My spiller that I'm going to have spilling out the front here like this is this Wojo's Gem Vinca vine. Kind of got it all dirty here, but that's part of it. But I love the variegation in this one, and I like adding this one with pinks because you can kind of see the stem, or the trailing part here, has hues of pink along with the variegated leaves. So it's really a pretty option to add as a filler. Or I'm a spiller, not a filler. Goodness. Sometimes that thriller, spiller, filler can be quite a tongue twister. And if you're not familiar with that, feel free to either check that out on our blog or on the new podcast, The Garden Gamble. I've talked about the thriller, filler, spiller method quite a bit. It's a very easy design method just to kind of help you put together a nice, well-balanced arrangement and container. So this next one that I'm adding here is a new Super Bell for us by Proven Winners. It's called Double Grapefruit, and it's kind of multicolored in pinks and yellows. And I thought with what I have picked out today, it's just going to blend everything together, and I just really love the color of this new one, and I kind of wanted to trial it myself just to see how it performs throughout the summer. And I'm going to add these kind of hanging off the side. And I would love to get a little closer to the edge, but just with how this is built, there's a post right there on the edge. So I'm going to get it as close as I can and kind of tilt it a little bit. So it can kind of spill off to the side. And I'm going to put another one on the other side there. This is coming together real quick. Love it. And then after this, I just have one more thing to add, and then we're already done. So it came together very nicely, very quickly, and lots of color right off the bat. The next thing I'm going to add is a wave petunia in yellow. This is the Easy Wave series, and I chose the Easy Wave series because it's going to be more mounding in habit. It's kind of semi-trailing, so it's not going to get ridiculously crazy in this container. I have it in a 6-pack here. I'm going to split it between the two arrangements that I'm doing today. So I'm just going to put 3 in here. I'm going to put one right in front of each angel wing, and then I'm actually going to put one right behind that papyrus. Remember, I kind of left a little space back there. So then this can kind of just fill out the rest of this container. Tuck that in there. Grab 2 more. It's just a nice cheery color that I think is really going to stand off well against the gray of our building here. Put one more here on the side, one in the back. And then I like to, I have the video that I just took, but I like to keep the tags together after doing a planter and sticking them in the back, because then I can remember what I planted in each one. All right, there's our completed planter. I'm going to take a few pictures, so I have before pictures, and we'll kind of just get to check this out, see how it grows throughout the summer. And yeah, we are going to revamp these in the fall and then again in the winter too. But here is our summer arrangement for this year, and I love how it turned out. So now I'm going to go do the other one. So have a great day.